Hey, this is my 1991 Toyota MR2 Turbo. Please reference my other video where I kind of go around the car if you're interested more, as far as like detailed looks on both the exterior and the interior. This video is more kind of just to demonstrate, that everything is functioning accordingly. I'm going to start the car up. It's not a cold start. I pulled out to like a little kind of an end street here, so it's really the only place that I can take video that's close enough to the house where I can get kind of a cold start. So we'll start that up right now. Currently we're at 51,754 miles. It's February 18th, 2018. Pardon the plaid pajama pants. It's my day off. All right, key is in the ignition. Let's go ahead and start it up. Cold start's about 1,200 RPMs. Like I said, it's not truly a cold start because we've got a little bit of a temperature on the gauge. And then usually when it's all warmed up, it idles at about 85, 900-ish. So all the gauges are operating correctly. I'll give it a little throttle here. Radio works. So right now I'm on the antenna in the back. Oh, you can't see it because I have the engine compartment lid open, but it works. It goes up and down perfectly fine. No squeaks, no squeals. And we go ahead. We got tape.
Back to my fam, I live the life of a man.
We got a CD. We got the AC blows cold. A little bit of an RPM jump. So we'll go ahead and turn this off. And I'm going to turn it on, leaving it on the RPM gauge. Blows nice and cold. This shifter is not original. I swapped it out for a 90. I'm going to turn the car off so I can demonstrate kind of the shift pattern here. It's a 93 and up shifter from Toys R Us. And it's got I put the John O drop plate just kind of for a shorter throw with some aluminum shifter base bushings. And then I swapped out the knob because the 91 knob doesn't fit the 93 and up lever. I swapped it out. There's a company called Super Classy that makes a 98 plus MR2 leather wrap knob that is actually weighted. So it kind of gives it kind of a stockish feel, but you got that weighted throw. Throws are pretty, it's a little more succinct, deliberate. There you go. Getting into reverse sometimes takes a try or two. I find that it helps if you kind of briefly go into first and then back, but there's no pops or grinds in the transmission. Everything works totally fine otherwise. Handbrake, working accordingly. And we'll go ahead and do some windows. So I'll go ahead and demonstrate some lights here pre-ignition. Okay. And then you can kind of see the array of lights once I turn off. All right, everything works accordingly. Brake is up, brake is down, brake is back up. As far as the windows, we'll demonstrate those. So first of all, power locks. Okay, window, so one button down, and we're going back up. No one button down for the passenger, but Everything works good. It's not slow or anything, so everything's perfect there. And then as far as the side window mirrors, so we'll go to the other one. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but we're moving. All right, now the car's warmed up a little bit more. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Sounds really good, actually. It's my first rear engine car, and definitely adds to the experience. Fog light button here. I guess I'll demonstrate lights. So go ahead and pop the lights on. Okay, we'll do a little walk around so you can see. I don't know if you guys can see the parking lights or not. They're on. And right now the fog lights are just on. I keep the switch on just because I like the way that it looks, but we'll go ahead and switch them off and you can kind of see the difference. So. All right, we're doing fog lights off. And they're off, so those work. We'll do hazards so you can see turn signals and blinkers. Hazard switches right on the dash. And while we're out here, we'll go ahead and take a listen here. I know it's not a cold start, but there's never any smoking or anything. Obviously it runs rich at cold start, but most cars do, especially at this age. And we got wipers. I just washed the car, but I'll demonstrate the washer. I guess I'm out of washer fluid. Oh, no, that's the button. There we go. So, and washer fluid works. I should probably clean that off. Cigarette lighter. I don't smoke, but it's here for those that do, I guess. Previous owner also did not smoke. Just want to also point out a couple flaws that the car has. Just really minor things, but if anyone's interested in, like, obviously the minor details, they'll probably take notice, because I did. This is a common problem where the lids on this ashtray little compartment get cracked. I'm not sure why, but the previous owner said that he had replaced it. This is his third one, or this was his third one, and he just kind of stopped replacing them. So that's a common thing if you look it up. And then I still have the actual grill portion here for like the cigarette holder. It was never used. The previous owner didn't smoke, but they're here. As far as the blemishes, there is some wear here in the latch, right by the latch portion of the glove box. And then kind of right in the corner right there. I'm not sure where that comes from. If the passenger was like rubbing in the area, or maybe they rested their knee. Not sure. As far as the seats, they are original, Japanese 90s cowhide. So you're going to have some cracks. Not too much. Passenger seat is in better shape, probably because there just wasn't as much wear on this side than obviously the driver's. But overall, good condition. But you do see some kind of permanent cracking, indentations just kind of here towards the bottom. And then obviously on some of the bolstering as well, but it's very minor on this side. On the driver's side, it's a little more apparent. There's no tears and it's not broken open in any way, but there's significant more wear on the bolster, especially on the entry bolster here. This one, not so much, but still some wear. And then the seat itself looks good. I'd say it probably looks just as good as the passenger one. I don't know if you guys were able to see it in the walk around, but I'll demonstrate it here. There is a little, like a ding here on the fender. See if I can try and get it. It's so small, I kind of lose it if I'm not following it, but it's kind of right in this area here. It's very, very, very minor, but I don't know if you guys can see it, but see how the trees in the background are kind of warping. That's about it. That's about as crazy as the exterior gets with blemishes. The paint's in really good condition, repainted in 2014. And then as far as other little things to nitpick, right here on the lower kind of a lip area, there is some, like a scuffing, probably from curbing it at some point, just very lightly kind of there. The actual bumper itself is in great shape. And then let's see. Oh, the other thing of note here, I don't know if you can tell, but here on the quarter window area, it's just a little depressed. I would imagine this is from removing the glass and reinstalling it during the repaint. But again, pretty minor, probably something that could just be kind of reshaped by pulling it from up here. But it is noticeable kind of at certain angles. I don't know if you can appreciate that from there, but so yeah. Other than that, I'm trying to think of anything else that may have been apparent. And then just some kind of light little, tiny little superficial scratches there. I don't know if right under the spoiler. Not sure how those got there. But everything else seems to be in really great shape. No other dents, stings, scratches. You know, everything is in great condition. All the latches work. I wanted to go over the toolkits. You know, it's funny, the previous owner said he never opened it, and I've never opened it, so it's kind of a never been opened thing. So I guess I'll find out what's in there right now. I'm gonna put the phone down temporarily. Okay, so the original toolkit that came with the car is here. I'd imagine it'd be kind of like some towing tools, or not, sorry, some jacking tools. Yeah, there it is. It's your basic jack. I guess it's the original Toyota toolkit that came with this car. And that's all. That's pretty much all it is. I thought it'd be more, but that's it. All of the body stickers are in place, and so for example, this one here, right on the body there. I'll do the doors. Sorry, we'll do the fenders. Fenders there. And this one's here. This fender. The door. Door jam sticker. I don't know that the engine compartment lid has one. It's probably underneath the shroud, but all the shroud stickers are original. Let's see, and then this side here. So we got the one on the door, right, and the one on the body. Okay. And I'll pop turn the lights off. I'll pop the trunk so we can see. Sorry, so we can see these here. And there's that piece there. You know, I know that's always a concern when a car gets repainted or some body work done, that all the panels are original. The only damage that occurred based on the photos that were documented, there was a dent kind of in this portion here. So this thing was kind of reshaped. It's the original fender, and then some scratches on the door. I guess that where the previous owner was parking in the garage, they had kind of shelving that kind of lived on this side, on the passenger side of the vehicle, and a couple things fell over, creating that blemish on the fender, and then the scratches here. So he elected to repaint the entire vehicle. So all that stuff comes in the the packet that'll come with the vehicle, just for records purposes. Let's see what else. Oh, I didn't even show the back end here, but you know, we got the original T-top sleeves here, and then the liners that go with them. I've never actually taken the tops off. I kind of like the window roof look. Oh, and I didn't even display the lights that go here, so that these two work. Funny, I've never actually used them. Okay, so this is obviously for door. What else? Clock works. I think that's demonstrated when I actually turn the car on, so you guys can maybe backtrack and see that. Car does have wheel locks, so we get the key for the wheel lock. The rubber on the car is in fantastic shape. It's pretty smooth throughout. I've been using that gummy pledge stuff to kind of keep it hydrated. But I mean, even for its age, it's in fantastic condition. So no tears or rips in the weather stripping. So all the rubber on this entire vehicle is in really good shape. What else? I think that's pretty much it. I'm gonna see if I can try and make some videos with myself driving, but my wife watches the kids, and this is a two-seater, so can't keep kids at home by themselves quite yet. Let's see, so right up here, headliner's totally intact. It's black, but obviously no apparent stains or wear marks or anything like that. And all the windows are 100% intact. No rock chips. This is from the water. Probably should have showed the windshield prior to spraying it. But on these cars, this little line in the center, I don't know if you guys can see that. So this is like an in windshield antenna, and without it, the radio won't quite work. So the owner made sure that when he replaced the windshield from a rock chip or crack, that he procured the correct antenna. So obviously the radio works and everything's functioning. All right, I think that pretty much concludes, you know, kind of like the show and tell. So yeah, all right, thanks guys.